the lesson keeps showing up until you do. The same cycle, the same day, the same people, the same environments, the same job, all these things will keep showing up, just dressed differently, until you wake up and acknowledge it's time to change. It's time to grow. It's time to step into the lesson. Understand what the lesson is revealing, what the lesson is teaching you. And it's not to punish you, but it's to wake you up. Like I said, it's to make you realize that the life you're living, the habits that you're displaying on a daily basis, isn't leading you to the life that you want, or the life you say you want, or the life that you deserve. Maybe God and the universe have something great in store for you, a blessed, great life, but you keep going down the same bad habits, the same wrong people, the same wrong environments, the same job that's draining you. Maybe there's a reason you keep meeting the same person, just with different name and a different face, but it's the same toxic person with the same toxic traits. Maybe you keep following down a different rabbit hole when it comes to addiction, whether it's drugs, porn, alcohol, gambling, or things like that. And I'm not demonizing those things if you take part in those. I'm just saying, if they are hurting you and harming your future, maybe there's a lesson in that. And, maybe it's the job. Maybe jobs just don't working out. Whether it's the boss or the actual job, or maybe it's the industry. Maybe it's the time to go out on your own, start your own business, or maybe it's time to leave that industry and go do a different industry, or bet on yourself in a different way. But these same lessons will keep coming up until we learn, until we step into it and understand and acknowledge it, and wake up and do the change and grow through it and learn through it as well. And I think a lot of us know this, but we still keep stepping, or shooting ourselves in the foot. We keep going through, maybe thinking maybe this time it's going to be different, or maybe it was just that person or that environment or that job, when no, it's God or the universe trying to wake you up, trying to make you acknowledge, like, hey, this is why we're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep going through the same repeated cycle, living the same days, the same years over and over, until you make a change. And the change starts mentally. The change starts in your mind first, and that's where people, I think, they fall short. Is they think that it's a physical change, and it is kind of a physical change, but it's a decision to change, which happens here first in a second. But then you have to follow through with actual action, actual physical action. I'm no longer gonna do that. I'm no longer gonna consume that. I'm no longer gonna be in that type of environment, or and establishing those good habits. I'm going to do this instead. When I feel this, I'm going to do this. When I think this, I'm going to do this. And it allows you to start building a foundation, and then you start taking steps in growth, and ascend to the new destination, to the new life, the new mindset, the new habits. And ultimately you learn that lesson, and you get through that lesson and start striving at having a better life. And obviously there's always going to be another lesson. There's always room to grow. You can be 80 years old and had a dream life, and there's still going to be another lesson at the end of the tunnel. But that's the beautiful thing in life, is that there's always something new. You shouldn't get bored. And if you're always trying to be 1% better, a better person, a better man, a better woman, a better business owner, a better parent, a better, have a better body, have a better finances, have a better mindset, then there's always room to grow. You can't read too many books. You can't have enough money. You can't have enough lessons. You can't have enough storage. You can't have enough muscles. You can't have enough, good things when you're striving to be better each and every day, and 1% better, or at least each and every year. Because obviously there's days where you do have rest days, or you have a lazy day, or you have a cheat day. That's fine. But is your week over week, year over year progressing? That's the beautiful thing in life. That's where happiness comes from. That's where success comes from, is you continue to build, you continue to grow, and you continue to learn the lessons that life is trying to teach you. This was Consistency Day 234. I hope you got something from this message. Hope it inspired you, challenged you, or made you at least think different. If it did, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and follow along for more. But other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.